everyone. Greetings. Salute you all that are watching. One of the things I want to mention today is that the critical success factor in effective teaching and learning is the skill of the teacher in creating environments that both combine the off and online support, activities and resources, and ideas to stimulate peer-to-peer collaboration and communication. So that is a quote I am picking to be able to guide me in our discussion today. And following that kind of quote, Nkumba University, having looked at its strategic plan, and that is having been established in 2006 and chartered, that is according to the Universities and Other Tertiary Institutions Act of 2001, and under Section 102, the university main campus is located 27 kilometers onto Kampala-Entebbe Highway and has another campus located at Kabaka-Njagala Road, Mengo, Lubaga, within the Kampala city. Nkumba University, having looked at all this, it looked at its year strategic plan. And within this plan, there was a deal, or there is an article, or there is a section that talks about improving teaching and learning using ICT tools. And it is based on this that as a university, one, it was able to come up with an infrastructure development plan to make sure that the teaching and learning using ICTs is very effective. Number two, the university also went ahead to acquire an ODEO license, that is Open Distance and E-Learning license, which was granted to the university by National Council for Education during the COVID period. Within this license, our aim was basically one, to be able to, and still it is, to be able, one, to engage our learners beyond the physical walls of a classroom. Two, to enthuse and make sure we interest them into learning. Three, to be able to exchange ideas even beyond the physical classroom. Four, to be able to enrich their teaching and learning and enhance their different capabilities, both within and out of class. Five, to be able to extend the teaching and learning and also empower our learners, because an empowered learner is an empowered citizen. To be able to embed our teaching and learning into the ICT tools that we have at the university. And lastly, learning should be entertainment, that tomorrow or the other day, someone feels the urge to be able to come and attend or to be part of the learning. So Nkumba University, in its learning model, decided to adopt a certain learning model that looks at the Nkumba University digital teachers, those are our staff members, the Nkumba University students, digital students. These are students who are engaging in teaching and in learning within the university using ICT tools, and also the digital family, which is the other people that are within Nkumba University. As long as you are a parent of a child, your child is at Nkumba University, you're part of our family. Now, all these put together with a learning management system, which we call Nwere, that is Nkumba University e-learning environment, with third-party applications like Zoom, Big Blue Button, we are able to create the learning environment that our learners were able to enjoy during the COVID and also after COVID. Within this learning environment and model, we basically look at the content, which is very well digitized locally, picking examples from our very lecturers who are within the environment, within the area, and also the e-library or library, plus the social applications. All these put together with several other stakeholders, like MasterCard Foundation and Cyber Schools Technologies, have been able to come on board to make sure that we're able to have this learning take place. Within the teaching and learning and using the Nwele or e-learning, our university has put in place a dedicated support unit, ICT unit, to make sure that e-learning is implemented. Within this unit, we have two specific officers. One is the e-learning officer, who is mandated with steering the implementation and adoption of e-learning within the university. And then two, we have the multimedia and authoring expert on ground. These two are charged with the responsibility of making sure that one, we have the localized content, but also the adoption is quick and fast. Of course, there are other support people that we have on board. Currently we have support people from Cyber Schools and MasterCard Foundation, and specifically we have an e-learning support expert and also the instructional design expert who have been on ground for the last 2 years at least to help our teachers to make sure that they do digitize their content. Our e-learning environment and the e-learning development within the university looks at a number of things. One, because our students are digital learners and they are digital age students, it is important that we find them in their spaces where they are. So therefore, we have an e-learning platform that conforms to the modern computing applications. It is a mobile app for the e-learning. It is also the web version. Within the e-learning platform of Nkumba University, we are able to create content and distribute this content. That means creation, upload, and also control the release of the content to our learners. There are group discussions and collaborations, discussion boards, chat forums, calendars, gradebooks, and also there is tracking of whatever that is being done on the same platform. 3, there is assessment. Both formative and summative are encouraged and they are done on the same learning management system. The student engagement or management in terms of grading, student tracking, and page tracking is very, very relevant and very key at this level. The e-learning platform is so much customizable in such a way that you can pick appropriate tools for each and every course that you want to use, number one. Number two, you can customize the layout and the content, and that's what we're able to do as a university to make sure that our content and our e-learning is personalized to the individual interests of Nkumba University. In addition to this, then we have the live sessions, or the ones we call the synchronous sessions. And these happen in 2 forms. One, we can either use Big Blue Button, which is embedded within the e-learning platform. And then 2, we can also use the Zoom. The university also provide the institution, the e-learning unit, with a number of Zoom accounts to make sure that we do the facilitation to teaching and learning. In the same process, because having a system in place means nothing as long as there are no users. So as a unit and as a department, we actually made sure that our students are ready for the same. So in so doing, we're able to come up with some developments in terms of training of students, such that they're able to embrace this. We have the multimedia studio in place to make sure it supports the teaching and learning, but also we have the quality assurance systems in place to make sure that our e-learning conforms to the international standards, but most importantly, to the standards of National Council for Education, who is our regulator. In setting up this system, we made sure that as a university, we cater for inclusiveness at all levels. That is the plan on persons with disability, whom we most especially call people gifted differently. The system has been made in such a way that those people are able to access their content as well, as long as they are gifted differently. To be able to promote this, pedagogy and staff trainings have been very key. As an institution, we've been able to set aside every Wednesday of every week as an ICT clinic, where both students and staff members access the e-learning department office to make sure that they ask whatever they ask, both virtually and also physically on ground. There are multimedia content trainings as well that have been given to our staff members, different staff members, and many of them have actually benefited from this. The assessments they have also been trained within the same. So the same learning management system, as we do the training and teaching, will respond to the mechanisms and responses, and also respond to the Bloom's taxonomy in the assessment mode. That means we look at the quality bit, quality matters, quality in terms of assessing the exams. We look at the trainings and practice of staff in assessing these exams to make sure that our students, they don't only look at reproducing that was given to them, but they also synthesize and explain, differentiate, and distinguish, and also relate. These questions that we give to the students help us to target the students' synthesis of the matters and the content they have been able to go through all their years or within their course of study. Of course, not everything is good, not everything looks well. There are challenges as well. Challenges have been there in terms of probably poor network communication or internet connection, inability to do practicals at some point online, but all these we've been able to find a way of moving around with them. Lack of data, the university has been able to have in place an infrastructure in the form of aid-room support for all our students. They're able to access their internet and from wherever they are, be it in the hostels, be it at the university, and they're able to do their teaching and learning from all corners of the world. With this in place, we want to simply mention that you can only be who you want to be, or change begins with you. So as long as we are ready to do the change, then we are good to go as staff members. Thank you very much. We wish you the best in all your